If you told me back in 2018 that Rec Room was going to have AI in it, my head probably would have exploded. I don't even know what AI was back then. But it's clear Rec Room has taken an AI direction and it's not going to backtrack on that, maybe. So generally when it comes to the AI stuff, I'm kind of like for it. I want to see where it goes and how boundaries can be pushed. But of course, the thing I don't like, much like everybody else, is having to pay for it. I understand why it needs to happen, especially for heavier things like Maker AI or the chips that are now being used for AI. Those processes probably take a lot more thinking and processing power, so they cost more to run, which I'm assuming is why you would need to have the $2 pass thing. And now you have creators who have to pay out of their earnings in order to run the AI in the room. Whereas things like Roomie, it's just basically doing what ChatGPT does, generating a response quickly. Doesn't take a whole lot of processing power, which makes sense why it would cost less. But still, that's like one kind of thing I don't like. For me, anything that adds more microtransactions to a game, I'm usually not in favor of. It's like a necessary evil, I understand. I do think Rec Room kind of handled putting AI in the game in a cool way. Rec Room realizes it has two kind of audiences. One audience is more of a casual player, they just hop on, play games, maybe socialize. The other group is the creators, people that make art and games. So they have two AI. They have Roomie for the casual player, and then they have Maker AI for the makers. Where when a little awry was the $2 for a one-day pass thing. Especially in the state that I tried it in, it wasn't done. I will say, you almost got me because I saw the new terrain thing that you can make, and that is something that I would have used. That I can't make things look pretty. So having a thing that builds terrain for me, I was very close. I was very close to trying it out. I think essentially what they did was they replaced the Maker AI with these kind of AI chips that are being used in games, which I actually like some of the rooms that have come out of this. Of course, now I don't like the fact that like tokens to run the AI is then being passed on to the player, but there was another content creator. I don't know if I can say their name. I'll put them in the comments if I can say their name. They basically said it's kind of a way to ensure that the players are actually there to play. If you pay 400 tokens to do a game in Rec Room, you're probably not going to like troll or mess around because you actually paid tokens for it. It's a valid point. So far, I've tried out a couple of these rooms. Some of them have very creative ways to use the AI and some of them don't. My personal favorite is the vibe check. It's not super creative, but it is based on a real world game that I've always wanted to play. And if you go in there with the right group of people and you actually get to play the game, it's actually fun. I don't remember the name of the one that's an adventure where you have to like ask the spirit or whatever hints as to where the different pieces are you need to do and stuff. I like that one. Unscripted is a really unique way to use it. It's used a lot. It makes the 3D models. It does the pictures, it generates the story and everything, that I was like, this is actually a cool thing I've never seen before. It just feels like it never resolves, or even when you tell it to resolve, it just won't resolve, which I understand is to like keep you playing and stuff. If it could be a little bit more fleshed out. There's another one that was like a robot interrogation thing. When I was in there were 4 of us and we were kind of like, what do we do? Even though we did end up catching them. I like the idea and it was executed very well. So I'm very curious to see what other creators do with the AI, because I feel like that can lead to some really cool rooms and some really cool ideas. I'm excited to see where the boundaries can be pushed with games and adding AI. Anyway, that's my yap about AI in Rec Room.